Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Yo, YouTube, how we doing? Alright. You gonna check? Little 2v2. If I can find it. It's a little glitchy. Oh, my head. Chat, I am rocking a new skin. See how we do with it. For every player who joins, we lose 10 FPS, chat. Start at 60, start going down. Yeah, here we go. This looks like a sweaty lobby. We all know what happened last time. Alright, well, at least you know everyone's here. I always get the ranger shotty. Cracked. Oh, I beat the ranger shotgun so bad. With the spots? That's freaking crazy. Watch coming in. Drop down. Maybe. Okay, I swear I flanked them at least 4. Got him. I hate the left so much. Dude, why the heck did you drop me? back to the right. Okay, my teammate. Dead. Woo! Edit. Nice. Let's go. Come on. How did you get that? Hold it. So confused. Alright, let's block me. Brother, help me! I've gotten a pump twice. A pump, not even a spaz. I've gotten a spaz once. Look, attacking it. Shocker. Like, you can't tell me I didn't hit him. Lever and a sniper. Move. Whoa! Dude, teammate. Like, would you... Okay. I get it. Dead. Nah, you better let me heal, teammate. My teammate has IQ, really? You have 200 IQ. Where's the player? Woo! Finally. It always hits me. Stop editing! If I had died there, I would have been actually mad at my teammate. How do you hit me for 175 and I'm... Little help, teammate. You don't res? Res me! If you lose this. Freaking one shot. Maybe that person's team. They're not good either. You keep lagging. Also, Lock in. That's... $46 is crazy. No. Dude, what is that? That's hit clutch though. Hi. Full piece. You ruined my clip. Woo! Oh, brother. Tried to make him like damage 170. I just don't want to lose the 50 points. I want to get to silver 3. Chat, I'm not recording right now. No, I really only record when I'm playing with buddies, because that's when I get the best clips and best content. Sorry. I gotta use the bathroom. I will be right back. Stop motion. Yeah, it pretty much is. playing Bed Wars. I had different Bed Wars. Rate the loadouts. So that's pretty good except for that. This is a good loadout. I had a different sniper too. Yeah, this one. Just watch it. This is insane. Sit.
I just want that. I really her man now. Everybody got the same swag now. Watch the way.
Alright, where are we landing, teammate? Okay. So confused. We're landed tilted, and I'm playing with 42 ping and 20 FPS. I'm good when I'm just streaming Twitch, but when I'm streaming YouTube, recording, and Twitch, oh, that's just I tried zero build today, or dude. Dead. Even though I'm bad with it. Yeah. I cannot snipe. But like when I'm off stream, I pop off with this thing. Kids. Oh, go cheeky 5. Oh, really? Damn it! Oh, brother. Where the heck is my teammate? Yeah, I gotta, oh shoot. I'm frozen. Oh, I'm dead. I'm 100% dead. I can't do anything, I'm just frozen. Oh, that sucks. Just in time. I'm far, far away. Yeah. It's honestly a really good spot. And my teammate doesn't follow me here. I guess solo spot. Brother, dude, this is my landing spot. Pop it. Do not have that audio on. Oh god. Come on, teammate. I don't have a shot. I'm out of the bridge. Up. Okay, finally, shoddy. Not the best shoddy. I'll have to do. Where's this? Oh, it's up here. Nah, I like the. I don't. I just cannot hit my shots when I'm streaming. Danger. Get the beat. shotguns are gonna do them better. I'm so confused. This team is no shot. Sorry, teammate. I'm 4 HP. Better shotgun. And some shield. Attack. Pops in the beak. Yep. Whoa. No more dying. One shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. Stay, see him. Chat, we're gonna watch a new video on be right back, chat.
Hey, if you're not playing MTG Arena, you probably should be. It doesn't even matter if you've never played Magic or maybe this
RNG where that single bullet is going to land within the crosshair. I don't particularly like RNG weapons like that at all.
Yeah.
If it was 100% accurate, that might be really, really cool. But to be honest, it's just too RNG. It's too luck-based.
It's very random.
And if not, you just have to sit in ADS, which is just very clunky and just kind of slow. So for me, the single shot, I'm putting that down in D tier. Yeah, shout out to the heisted breacher shotgun. Which
Okay,
was the exotic
this one was broken, bro. The heisted breacher shotgun
version of this, which dealt
it
185
was
structure
so
damage in that
broken,
single
bro.
shot, which was insanely broken.
One
I
shots
have
all
vivid
walls.
memories, and not memories, let's be real, they were actually just nightmares of people using this against me, replacing my wall every single time. We're currently in the nitro season where everyone can just run through and
It was
break every
basically
build.
like
So I
nitro
actually
on a
think
gun.
Maybe the heisted breacher shotgun would be perfect for this meta. It's already bad enough. Just chuck this in as well. I need to tweet that. Hold on. All right, next up we have the double
didn't rate
barrel
it.
shotgun. Now I'm going to be controversial here and say this is completely awful. Now if you're in someone's face,
It's only really good if you're right in someone's face, and then the exotic version of this gun is kind of working against itself, because if you guys remember, you kind of push people away from you, but you need them to stay close to you so that you can actually do more damage to them. I think the exotic shotgun of the double barrel shouldn't push people away. It should actually pull them to you. It should have like a gravity effect that pulls them to you, so your second shot hits harder.
in their box, it has the capabilities for you to be able to two-shot them almost instantly. The max body shot damage of this is 114 with the epic variation and 120 with the gold, and you can just hit 2 max body shots and just be able to wipe someone out instantly. But then you have to sit and reload the gun. It also has 0 range to it, so you can't
But you could
open
double
fight
pump with
a
it
big shotgun
back then.
tank. And then
In
try
chapter
to
3,
get
you could
box
double
and
pump
play
with it.
how the majority of fights end up actually playing out. You just have to kind of hope that you get into their box and then hit both of the shots. If you don't hit both the shots, then you're kind of left in the mud as well. Double barrel shotgun straight down into the F tier.
I don't disagree with
shout
that.
out to the exotic version back in chapter 2 season, I want to say 7? Chapter 2 season 5. My memory's awful. There we go. This was incredibly busted, as every time you shot this, it just gave you kind of propulsion that fired you backwards. I vividly remember
And you could double
using
pump.
this a lot
It
on
had
the
no
solo
shotgun
until it got
delay.
removed. But again, we're not including exotics on this list because they'd clearly just be super broken and amazingly good. Next, we have the combat shotgun. Now, I honestly used to hate this shotgun with a burning
It's
passion. How
okay
many times
right
I've said
now.
that in this
It's
video
actually
already?
okay
I mean,
right now. It
twice,
used to be
but that
really
is
powerful in
far too
chapter
many
1. It was
already. Back
broken in chapter 1.
Season X, when this was released, this was one of the most broken weapons Fortnite has ever added.
Yep.
The meta was combat shotgun, pump, and tactical shotgun, if I remember correctly. Who cares? The tactical isn't even relevant to this conversation. If you had a pump and you were going against a player who was good and had the combat shotgun, they could just deal so much damage to you at range before
Yep.
you really even had a chance. You couldn't use your pump to damage them because you'd probably deal like a 20 or 30, whereas they're dealing 80 damage to you at that range. If you had an assault rifle or an SMG, you were not out damaging someone with a combat shotgun.
Yeah,
However,
yeah.
it was since nerfed and then buffed a little bit again, where in the current season, chapter 5, season 3, it actually feels really good, and I feel
It's
like
pretty
it is
balanced
actually
right now.
balanced. It's weak if you're up in box because it's so difficult to hit shots. But at that medium to long range, it does a really good job.
Yeah, especially like the legendary and mythic version.
To the point where you get punished for making poor rotations by guys just holding you with a combat shotgun. For that, in my eyes, a weapon that I used to hate, where I would
B
used to put
tier,
down in F,
A tier.
I'm actually going to put the current combat shotgun up in S tier. Behind the pump, of course.
I would say B or A.
I have no idea why I said S.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I was so confused as to why I put it in S tier. I was like, agree to disagree.
The drum shotgun.
Oh God.
I've got a bit of an all-timer
He
here.
didn't even spend any time on the drum. It was just F tier.
Charge shotgun, first introduced in chapter 2.
Everyone hated the charge when it first came out, but it required you to know how to adjust your playstyle.
All you need to do is hold down the charge, and it will essentially gain damage the longer you hold it until a max. Now, this at the time was actually the first season that removed the pump, so I feel like the charge shotgun got a lot of hatred when it first came out.
Yeah,
it wasn't very good. It's kind of clunky to use because you don't have that initial like tap fire that you can with a pump shotgun. You can't deal it immediately. There is a bit of delay. However, it deals massive damage at good range, and it's an incredibly skillful weapon to use.
It's a very skillful weapon
when it comes to team modes. Now, I've always loved metas which have had both the charge shotgun and the pump. I think they've been some of the best. So for me, I'm going to put the charge shotgun up into the S tier.
I would put it in A tier, but
the Dragon's Breath. Now, a lot of people really like
this one was slept on. I love the Dragon Breath.
Better version of the double barrel shotgun that I put straight down into F tier before. It does massive body shot damage in epic.
156 or 158, yep.
And in gold doing 165.
It's almost a one pump,
which is incredibly busted. Plus, if you're not playing in competitive modes, it drops fire all
and that
around
pretty
you.
much finishes them off.
Again, this is not in tournament because fire is not enabled in tournaments because it creates horrific lag. So you didn't necessarily have that effect when playing tournaments. However, huge damage coming out of the shotgun. But of course, it does have the drawback of only having a single bullet in the chamber, whatever the word is for that.
Yeah.
So you have to reload it after every single one.
And it took like
also
5
the
seconds to reload.
Of you double barrel at the same time. To me, a lot of people
look how
love this
good
item.
it was, though.
Put it in A, B tier. I think this is going to be a B tier shotgun for me personally because
very
I'm
niche,
not a huge
very
fan
niche
of
shotgun.
Things that are just kind of gimmicky like this. But you know, there are a lot of teams who were using it when it was in the meta for one single season in Chapter 2, Season 5. Lever action shotgun. Oh my goodness, this thing is so trash. Okay? It's just awful. This is truly
it's so bad. I'm sorry, Nick A30. It's so bad.
Double barrel, okay. Horrific. That's an immediate
Look,
F tier.
it's Nick A30 using it, and he died.
The lever action shotgun, this is the tickle monster right here. This is doing nothing at all. I don't even know if it's possible to hit a max damage shot with this. I think the only person off the top of my head who likes this is Nick A30. Love my boy Nick A30. Congratulations on his icon skin. But this gun is some trash. This thing is awful.
So bad.
The huge reticule means it's really difficult to hit a max damage shot, even if you're like right up in their face.
25.
Now, it does have one or two things going for it here, which is the faster fire rate and the fast pullout time. So you can be quick with it, you can make edit plays and shoot them, but you're hitting for 40s, 50s. It basically creates a lot of unnecessary editing and mechanical plays that you have to do in order to use this shotgun effectively. And you have to be right up in their face. Now, if the meta only had lever shotguns, for example, in Chapter 2, Season 5, when it was introduced, which was the one we mentioned earlier, which was the season which had no pumps, if I could be right. Either way, I think the meta that had charge, lever,
I'd still take the charge.
Shotgun we just talked about, which I've forgotten already. So without pumps, the lever action kind of fit into the meta, but it returned in Chapter 3 or 4. I can't remember particular which season, and it was awful. This thing was truly horrific in the season it returned, and anytime you found it on the floor, it was just a waste of time. Get this out of here. F tier shotgun. I feel like everything in my list here is just going S or F. Makeshift. Now this is an interesting shotgun. There was actually a few...
So I'm gonna say, like, the makeshift shotgun, it's not a strong shotgun on its own, right? But if you knew how to quickly get the mechanical parts and then access the crafting menu, if you got a blue makeshift, you now have a purple spaz, just like that, like in the beginning of the game.
People who decided in the season that was in, which is Chapter 2, Season 6, to just run this by itself. It was fast, it had a good reload time, it actually dealt good damage if you hit a good headshot because it had such a small reticule. Now, obviously the gimmick in this season was that you could upgrade it. I like the idea of growing up rarities, but to be honest, a lot of the times back then you just end up with something super broken. This shotgun was pretty good at the time, but we're just going to put it into C tier. Very well balanced, but I definitely wouldn't want to see this return again. Speaking of Chapter 2, Season 6, the primal shotgun.
God.
This has got to go down as maybe the most broken shotgun added.
Yeah.
Now, at this time, I was still playing
And they
controller,
nerfed it, and
I
it was
probably
still
put this in,
broken.
like 10 different videos, but at that moment you could just run into anyone's box, and the way it worked was it was an auto shotgun, but it shot 2 shots, like doo-doo, 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 making some dance tune here or something like that. But each of those single shots would do like 50, so you could do 200 damage like that, no problem at all. It was an absolute monster, and I think that's probably some of the best,
God.
probably some of the highest frags I've ever gotten in tournaments was just running this thing because it was insanely busted on controller. Put that into F tier. All right, the auto shotgun. Now, auto shotgun in my eyes is basically...
I forgot about this.
It's just a buff tactical shotgun. It has the exact same fire rate, which is 1.5, but it has a little bit higher
It was just like the Chapter 2 version of the auto.
It still felt very weak when it was in the meta.
Yeah.
And that was essentially just because the pull-up time was so slow.
It was very
this
slow.
was much more damaged in terms of structure damage. So you can
It
do
was
that same
very
strategy
slow.
where you just stand on someone's wall and just shoot, reload, shoot, reload. It was a bit more of a balanced version, but the slower pull-out time is always something I really despise in these guns. So I'm going to put this into B tier. The Striker Pump Shotgun. This is when Epic just decided to start replacing
the pump,
with
pretty
guns
much.
that are also called pump, but make
It's
them
pretty much the
slightly
same.
different, for I don't know why reasons. Now the thing I really don't like about the Striker
that guy
pump
could not get
is
out the
actually
box.
The fire rate. Now on release it was 0.6. Now this means
Didn't they have to
absolutely
buff
nothing you,
it?
But for reference, the shotgun and the normal pump shotgun, I mean, is 0.7. So the higher, the faster. So essentially, the Striker pump shoots a little bit slower than the pump shotgun. Now, they
That
buffed
actually
this.
was actually very awkward. Like I always felt like when it first came out in Chapter 3, it was really awkward to use this
to
gun.
0.65 rather than 0.7.
I don't know why they
But
didn't.
it was still
just do-
slightly slower than the pump. And the problem with this is that this created some really awkward muscle memory.
Yeah.
Where you think you were able to shoot it, but you would try to shoot and you would fail. Now,
Yeah.
you could say that's a skill issue, and that's
It is a
probably
skill
part of
issue,
it.
but
an absolute skill issue.
after using
But
the
it was
pump
just
for so
annoying
many
and something
years-
I didn't quite like about this weapon, but it did a high amount of body shot damage. So 126 body shot is really, really strong with a gold. So what this meant was it kind of flipped where you were dealing really small amounts of damage in Chapter 3 Season 1, the season before, and now when you took this, every single shot you were shooting with this is
100.
like 100, maybe 110. Obviously depends on the variant you have.
Even if it's not a
really
headshot.
hard to hit a minimum damage shot. You either hit a big shot or completely nothing with it. Outside of that, it has good range. I think it was nice